Running your first payroll can feel like standing in front of a giant control panel with 100 blinking lights, terrified that pressing one wrong button will result in direct deposit chaos or an unexpected tax penalty. That anxiety is completely normal, especially when navigating a comprehensive platform like TriNet. The secret to mastering TriNet isn't memorizing every setting, it's understanding the exact sequence of checks, balance verifications, and approvals that transform raw timecards into accurate pay stubs. Before touching the payroll portal, the groundwork must be solid. Most first-time payroll mistakes don't happen inside the run itself, they happen days earlier during setup. You need to ensure 3 core elements are fully verified. First, confirm that every employee has a completed, verified W-4 or W-9 on file with correctly mapped state and local tax withholdings. In TriNet's PO structure, tax mapping is streamlined, but entering a mismatched social security number or wrong home address can block direct deposit routing. Second, verify bank account details for both direct deposit recipients and your primary corporate operating account. TriNet requires active funding authorization, meaning your corporate bank connection must be fully verified and approved to prevent payroll draft failures. Third, double-check that your pay schedule, whether weekly, bi-weekly, semi-monthly, or monthly, is locked in with correct pay period start and end dates alongside the exact pay date. With preliminary data confirmed, step into the main TriNet dashboard. Navigate to the payroll module, where you will initiate your regular on-cycle pay run. The platform automatically pulls foundational employee data, but your first operational task is reviewing timekeeping and attendance. If your team uses TriNet's integrated time tracking or imports hours from an external time clock, sync the data now. For non-exempt hourly workers, audit regular hours versus overtime hours carefully. Overtime rules vary by state, and verifying these rates before processing prevents costly retro-pay adjustments later. For salaried exempt employees, confirm that their default base compensation matches their current active salary profile and check if any unpaid leave needs to be manually adjusted. Next comes variable compensation and custom additions. This is where you input performance bonuses, sales commissions, expense reimbursements, or taxable stipends. In TriNet, selecting the correct earning code for each payout type is critical. Labeling a non-taxable expense reimbursement as standard bonus pay taxes your employee unnecessarily, while misclassifying supplemental wages can trigger compliance audits. Review non-standard pay items line by line to ensure earnings codes accurately reflect the intent of the payout. Once gross pay is established, shift your focus to deductions and withholdings. Because TriNet manages full suite benefit administration, pre-tax deductions like medical, dental, vision, health savings accounts, and 401k retirement contributions generally populate automatically based on employee enrollment choices. However, on your first payroll run, you must cross-reference these defaults against your company's enrollment records to ensure pre-tax and post-tax benefit deductions are pulling correctly. Pay close attention to post-tax deductions such as wage garnishments, child support orders, or custom payroll advances, verifying that mandated limits are strictly honored. Before clicking Submit, utilize TriNet's Preview function. This is your most powerful risk mitigation tool. The payroll preview generates a comprehensive summary detailing gross-to-net calculations, total employer tax liabilities, benefit contributions, and total cash outlay required for the run. Compare this preview against your expected internal payroll budget. Are total gross earnings matching expectations? Are high-level tax withholdings reasonable relative to gross pay? Are $0 paychecks popping up due to overdeduction? Take the time to spot-check 3 specific employee pay stubs, 1 salaried worker, 1 hourly worker with overtime, and 1 worker with custom additions or benefit deductions. If you spot an error in the preview, stop and resolve it at the source profile level rather than applying a quick manual override. Fixing a systemic deduction error at the employee profile ensures future runs remain accurate automatically. Once every line item balances perfectly and your corporate funding account holds sufficient cleared capital to cover gross pay, employer taxes, and admin fees, proceed to the final step, submission. After hitting Submit, approve the payroll batch within TriNet's strict cutoff window to guarantee timely direct deposit settlement for your team. Your post-payroll routine should immediately include downloading key payroll register reports and liability summaries for your accounting records. Running payroll for the first time on TriNet doesn't have to be nerve-wracking. By breaking the workflow down into data verification, earnings input, deduction auditing, preview review, and final approval, you transform a complex compliance task into a repeatable, stress-free routine.